Welcome to Ubuntu TV. Today I'm here with Wendy. Wendy, would you like to share your story of why you came to us?
Well, the reason that I came to Ubuntu was that I was on a lot of medication due to being diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis as well as fibromyalgia. And I was kind of stuck. So I needed an out. I needed to get out of the situation that I was in, and I needed more relief because I thought that this just can't be it.
Yep. And how long were you suffering?
Fibro I've had for 16 years, and rheumatoid I've had for the past 3 years, but that with them both together the last 3 years has been basically hell.
Yeah. And really. Can you share that story of what was the hardest part for you? What was
constant pain?
Okay.
Living with chronic pain that you just don't get any relief from, and that's during the night as well. So I would wake up constantly during the night and have to rub cream on my joints, take Panadine Fort to get some type of sleep because the pain just mentally drives you crazy.
Yep. And was the treatment that you were on, was there any success or was there any side effects?
Everything comes with side effects. Like I take a lot of drugs from biological drugs, which is injections for, I take fortnightly, and that's for, that's Humira it's called. And what that does is it blocks my immune system. Because with having rheumatoid arthritis, people sometimes just tend to, it's just arthritis, bad joints, but it's actually an autoimmune disease. So my body was attacking itself majorly. And the side effects, you know, can give you, I could be driving down the road and take my kids to school and get to school and go, I don't remember going past them lights. Was it red? Did I run a red light? A little bit of a daze type thing. My head wasn't in it.
Yeah. And you had heard about cannabis, but there was resistance to try cannabis for a treatment. Why was that?
I guess it's the stigma. For me, my past kind of comes into it. I had a past where I relied on smoking cannabis daily, and that was just to exist. I was in a really bad place in my life with all the wrong people. So I would smoke from when I got up to when I went to bed. It was the only important thing, and I look back now and think, how did I manage? And I promised myself something had to give.
Yeah.
So I promised myself I was going to stop. I needed a lifestyle change, and that I would never ever touch it again. So when this came about, I was like, but a few people had mentioned it to me that it does help.
Yeah.
And I was concerned because of the promise that I made myself. But looking into it more and learning a lot more about it, the medicinal use, and it's not about smoking it, it's about consuming it differently. It made sense.
Yeah.
I thought, what have I got to lose, basically?
What have you got to lose? So,
when you're on so many bad drugs,
yeah.
What have I got to lose, considering it is a natural?
Yeah, okay, so you gave it a go?
Yep.
And what's the difference since?
I couldn't imagine my life without it.
Oh, yay.
I actually get concerned because since then I was a pre-diabetes.
Yep.
I've had that for the last 3, maybe 4 years. So I was trying to get that under control. I was on medication for that as well. I'm no longer, as of last week, found out from my doctor, I no longer have pre-diabetes.
Excellent.
So that's been a huge thing for me. I've come off Panadine Fort.
Yeah, wow.
I was knocking them over. I was getting 6 boxes at a time. I was knocking them over constantly.
Yep.
I would wake during the night and have to take them as well because the pain was so excruciating.
Yep.
I sleep anywhere between 6 to 10 hours every single night.
Yeah. Wow.
Without getting up in pain. I've got all these tubes of deep heat and Denka rub that I don't need to put any on anymore. I don't need to put that on my joints. I was on prednisone for to help with my joints, I couldn't get off that. I struggled. I went down and they kept saying, you know, try to get off it, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
But now I'm off it.
Yeah, okay, so the cannabis has assisted you with weaning also, weaning off those drugs.
Yeah, weaning off the bad drugs. So to me that's...
Insomnia and pain relief.
Huge.
Excellent. We're so happy for you, and it's really good to hear your testimony. And so, you know, for me personally, I believe from what I've witnessed, all of our clients, once they get their dosage right, it's better quality of life. And so you found that the dietary guidelines and the lifestyle changes that we recommend were quite easy to follow?
Oh, 100%.
And are you having your hemp seeds every day?
Oh, well, yes. Yes, I do. I do because I have half a cookie every evening.
Yep, that's good. Hemp seeds.
That I know, and I think they've changed the recipe because I tend to have a lot more hemp seeds in my mouth chewing them up these days. But yeah, I have that, and I also, if I make a smoothie, which I love my smoothies, yes, I always chuck my hemp seeds in.
Excellent. Yeah,
so
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, your face and your eyes are really clear, and you look healthier than what you than what you did when you first came to us. I recall seeing you first, and you just look like you've got more light and more vibrancy and
you'd be surprised how many people actually say that.
I love that.
I get a lot of compliments, and they go, Wendy, you're a happy person, but there's something in you that has changed. And yeah, it's just feeling lighter. It's not, I mean, when you suffer from chronic pain and lack of sleep and all the other things that come with having these diseases, to have that taken off just from something so simple, and it's actually good for your body. Like that's amazing. It really does make you smile just thinking of that alone.
Excellent. We're so happy for you, and it's really good to hear your story. Thank you for sharing your story, because it helps others out there that are watching, and it gives. I love giving people hope here. All of us at our community just really love giving people hope, and I believe, you know, if we follow some simple dietary guidelines and make some simple changes, reduce the toxins we're putting in and on our body, especially with autoimmune disease, because the toxins that we're putting in and on our body actually causes our body to attack itself. And that was what was happening with you, hey? Yeah. So, definitely reducing the toxins you put in and on your body, adding cannabis food concentrates and hemp seeds to your diet, and definitely another example of that working for you, and as it has with thousands of others. So, you know, for thousands of years, food has been our medicine. So that's what we recommend here, that we take back our power and take our health back into our own hands by consuming our food as medicine. And as far as we're concerned, cannabis is food, just like hemp seeds. And we're so happy that we're just really happy that you have better quality of life, and that we've made a difference, and that smile's bigger, and you look healthier and you feel happier. So anything else you'd like to add? No,
I'd just like to say thank you for you, Karen, and the Church of Ubuntu for helping the average everyday people. Because I think the community and this thing is just beyond words. Really, there isn't any words that I could describe, but I just know that I couldn't live without it now. Now that I have it in my life, it will always be in my life.
Yeah, excellent.
When I heard about all this and how it can help, I thought to myself, oh, is it, you know, being a single mum, 4 children, I thought, is this something that I could even afford? Like, because I've got to be very careful with my money. And looking into it, I was like, wow, because I had heard that medical marijuana was expensive, around $100 a week, and that's something that is just way out of my league. But knowing that it was nothing like that, and it was something that the average everyday person can afford to do, the quality of life, there's just no other answer. Like, you've got to do it. You've just got to make that time and go, you know what, it is for the average everyday person. As soon as I hear that somebody is talking about, you know, struggles, pain, all that kind of stuff, I'm straight on to, I've got something for you. Excellent. And put them in the direction of here, 100%.
Beautiful.
to change their life so they can feel as good as I do.